Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, I'm going to show you the settings menu and how to access it for the Pandoras Box 401 multi-game PCB. I've got a few people asking about the settings. They want to know if it does have a settings menu and what those settings are. So this video should answer any questions. So the first thing, in order to access the menu, you gotta press a button on the board itself. So let me turn on the light right here, and hopefully that can help you just a little bit. Okay, so right there you can see my Pandoras Box version 2 board. Now on one side you got a speaker input and a VGA connection, and that's what you're looking at right here. On the opposite side there's a little black button. Now you press that black button and that will access the settings menu. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Now the reason why I don't access it on film immediately, well, it's got a very unique background music that plays, and unfortunately that music is copyrighted, so I gotta also turn down the volume so this video doesn't hear that music. Otherwise, if I was to leave it as is, the video would be yanked by YouTube due to copyright claims by, was it UMG? So give me 1 second. Okay, so here we are. Now, once you press that button, this screen pops up. And this is your settings menu. Now, up here, this first one, this is our credit settings, and it's a coin to gameplay ratio. Now, how do we change that? Well, first you highlight what you want. You can see the arrow right there on the left-hand side. And then you look right down here. It might be hard to see, but that's the A button. You press that to make the changes. So in this case, we're currently on 1 coin, 1 play. Here we have 2 coins, 1 play. 3 coins, 1 play. 1 to 2, and 1 to 1. So there aren't too many settings. It's not like a regular settings menu or dip switch settings, but you can make some changes. In this case, I just leave it as 1 to 1. Exit game mode. What this does is, in order to exit a game, you can either press and hold the start button and enter a coin, or let's see, you can press the button, and that's the original button I was telling you about. That's all you can do. So in this case, I got start and coin because I don't want to be opening up my control panel. Auto exit. I believe this is, you can either leave it off, which I guess I'll do, but after 3 minutes, I believe that's 3 minutes of inactivity. So if you select a game and you don't enter a credit, after 3 minutes, it will exit by its own. Select game mode. This is either by entering a coin or pressing any button. I just do enter coin. Now, here is the actual game configuration settings. So we'll press the A button. And let's go to something like a beat 'em up. Let's see, here we go, Final Fight. Now if you look over here, this is all the settings that you can do for this game. And by pressing A, you go to difficulty and lives. You can see over here the menus changed. So now you got A to change difficulty, B to change the number of lives, C, I don't know what that means, unified set. I press the button, nothing seems to happen. And D is to get back. So buttons A, B, C, D, in other words, buttons 1, 2, and 3, plus 4, Or, you know, if you're thinking Street Fighter style, was it jab, medium, fierce, light kick. So let's change the difficulty for Final Fight. Currently it's on number 4, as you can see right here. We press the A button. Now the difficulty goes up to number 6. Now it goes up to number 8. Looks like a double press there. As you can see, not too many changes. Number of lives, currently set to 3. We can change that 4 to whatever. So, you know, the settings for this is very limited. Let's go to something different, like say a Street Fighter game. Let's try Third Strike. Same thing. You look right here. You know, you can change the difficulty, but obviously there's no more lives because it's a fighting game. So, you know, that's pretty much it for the settings. Let's try something different. Here we go. 1944 Loop Master. Same exact thing. So as you can see, it's very limited, but it does get the point across. Now let's press D and go back, and I'm going to show you guys something really interesting. Here, you can actually edit which games you want to appear on the menu screen. So let's say you buy this board, and you only want to buy it because it has the Street Fighter games, and that's all you want to play. You can make it so that every other game on this board does not show up. Now to show you what I mean, let's just go to the very beginning. Make this nice and simple. So here you are, you can see game number 1, 001. What's highlighted is 002, 003, all the way down to 010. If you go back, you can see we have right down here in the corner 400 games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hide games 1 through 10. I'll reboot and we'll see if they're there. So if we press B, let's see, let me get around the camera here. Okay, you press B, now this menu comes up. We can either display or hide the current highlighted game. We can go to C and hide all the games. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. D is back, and B is display all games. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to hide the first 10 games. We're going to reboot it, and then there should be only 390 games instead of 400. So you press A to hide it. There you go. And you can see it blacks out. So right now, I just chose to hide games 1 through 10. So now what do we do? Well, we're going to reboot it. Let's press D to go back. We'll press D to go back again to the main settings screen. And now what we need to do, save settings and reboot. So let's press A. We'll let this load up. Now, yes, it does show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. However, I gotta enter a coin. 1 second. There we go. Now, if we go back, you can see right down here, right in the left-hand corner, 390 games. So instead of 400, I hid those first 10. Now we got 390. So when you hide a game, it doesn't necessarily hide the number, it just moves all the other games after that number up. So that's a pretty nice feature. Now, let's say you want to bring all the games up again. Well, what do we need to do? Well, let's once again go ahead and access the settings menu. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so we're back. We're back at our settings menu. We're going to go down to game configuration. You can see all the games are still blacked out. So we're going to go to B, edit game list. We're going to press B again, display all games, and all these blacked out games should now be displayed. And there you go. So let's reboot this and verify it works on the main menu. And all those games are once again there. So as you can see, the menu settings, the game settings, they're really not that advanced, but it pretty much gets the job done. You know, if you think about it, on real PCBs, a lot of the settings you may not even really need to worry about. So this is just the bare bones stuff that's on the multi-board here. But the cool thing is, at least you can hide games you don't want. So again, if you're never going to play any of the King of Fighters, or you're never going to play the Street Fighters or the Metal Slugs or anything like that, you can hide those games. And that's a great feature, because then you don't have to keep scrolling to find the particular games that you want. So that's really about it. If you have any questions, let me know. It is a nice feature for this multi-board. And it's another reason why I recommend this multi-board. I played some games. Some of them aren't that great. Some of them are really, really good. And for the price, I think it's a great deal. If you have any questions, let me know. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.